Blockchain Briefing, April 7, 2026. Recent discussions surrounding blockchain exhibit a trend of diverging directions coupled with accelerating implementation. On one hand, the industry is reflecting on whether the term blockchain should be retained. On the other, engineering applications in financial and compliance scenarios continue to advance. Meanwhile, AI is being leveraged to enhance security and anti-fraud capabilities, while new models for commercial dissemination and governance processes are being explored. Questioning the necessity of blockchain. Duolingo co-founder Luis Von expressed a desire to delete blockchain, primarily challenging its necessity and efficiency in practical applications. This reflects a shift among some tech advocates from conceptual feasibility to value-cost alignment, pushing the industry further toward verifiable ROI assessments and comparisons with alternative solutions. Financial institutions drive scaled implementation. JP Morgan is expanding and upgrading the operational scale of its blockchain platform through a partnership with Mitsubishi. This move indicates that the application of blockchain within banking and trading systems is moving from pilot programs toward higher throughput, stable operations, and collaborative models integrated with real-world business. Combating crypto crime with AI blockchain intelligence agents. Chainalysis has launched AI-driven blockchain intelligence agents to address rising risks in crypto crime. This direction emphasizes combining on-chain data analysis with automated intelligent tools to improve traceability, early warning, and mitigation efficiency, signaling that compliance and security are becoming mandatory requirements for blockchain applications. Commercialization and communication, changing narratives with zero budget. Reports from Cook Media note that while blockchain has reached an industry scale of approximately $2 trillion, there is a stark reality of zero communication budgets. The industry is attempting to use different mathematical methods to alter growth and dissemination paths. This suggests that the ecosystem may be shifting from traditional marketing paradigms toward model validation reliant on network effects, community mechanisms, or decentralized distribution. Expansion into corporate governance, proxy voting. Broadridge and Galaxy Pioneer are exploring the use of blockchain for proxy voting in U.S. public companies. This highlights the utility of blockchain in institutional processes. By enhancing transparency, auditability, and consistency, it strengthens the efficiency and trust foundation of corporate governance. Summary: the current blockchain discourse is shifting from "is it worth existing" to "where can it deliver quantifiable gains?" Financial scaling, governance applications, security compliance, and commercial growth methodologies have emerged as the most representative directions for implementation. Simultaneously, internal industry reflection is forcing the sector to prove its value through more rigorous cost-benefit frameworks. Ethereum Briefing 2026-04-07. Strong price trend but clear divergence. Market data shows gains in BTC, XRP, and ETH, but overall crypto performance has failed to match the upward momentum in U.S. equities triggered by Trump-related catalysts, resulting in a fragmented market landscape. Accelerating exchange outflows, strengthen supply side. Reports indicate an acceleration in net ETH outflows from centralized exchanges. This typically suggests a reduction in short-term tradable supply and a mitigation of potential selling pressure, providing price support. The beta effect of multi-asset rallies, the simultaneous strengthening of BTC, ETH, and XRP suggests a resonance effect driven by recovering market sentiment and risk appetite. Key levels to watch: rising probability of bullish breakout. ETH news indicates an increasing likelihood of a bullish breakout, with the market focused on whether the $2,000 level can hold. If this floor remains effective, a trend-based upside is more likely, otherwise, it may trigger retracements and heightened volatility. Conclusion: Ethereum is currently in a bullish structure supported by capital outflows and stable key levels, but investors should remain wary of its relative lack of momentum compared to traditional markets and the decisive role of the $2,000 mark for short-term direction. Bitcoin, BTC, Briefing April 7, 2026. Market price and short-term performance. BTC is currently trading at approximately $66,122, down 4.71% for the week. Volatility remains significant, and investor sentiment is cautious. Institutional/capital dynamics. Strive, ASST, reportedly added 113 BTC to its holdings at an average price of approximately $68,584 per coin. This indicates sustained demand during price pullbacks, supporting market sentiment and supply-demand expectations. Viewpoint Focus, responding to 50% crashes, Cathie Wood addressed the occurrence of BTC drawdowns of up to 50% head-on, reflecting her clear stance on long-term narratives and volatility tolerance. This is generally interpreted as, short-term sharp pullbacks do not necessarily change long-term logic, though they require enduring periodic declines in risk appetite. Historical patterns, risk of unprecedented consecutive declines. Analysts point out that BTC has never experienced 7 consecutive months of red candles, but current trends suggest this record could be broken. Such statistical warnings imply that short to medium-term technical pressure persists. Relative trading clues, increased attention on XRP/BTC. Reports on XRP to BTC reflect that the market is observing the relative strength and rotation paths between major coins, rather than just BTC's absolute price. Summary: amidst a BTC price pullback, the market sees continued institutional accumulation, strives 113 BTC purchase, balanced against sentiment affected by 50% level drawdowns and statistical warnings of technical tests. Solana, SOL, Briefing 2026-04-07. Major security incident. The Solana-based DeFi platform Drift Protocol suffered a massive exploit with suspected losses totaling approximately $285 million. This has become a core risk factor for the ecosystem, heightening concerns over contract and liquidity security. Macro risks overlap. Reports of restarted attacks related to Iran triggered a broader crypto market retracement. The Drift exploit further reinforced a high volatility, low risk appetite trading environment, putting pressure on SOL-related assets. SOL price weakness. SOL is trending downward under pressure, with traders preparing for potential volatility-driven sell-offs. Technical observation. Some views suggest SOL is in a compressed narrow range, potentially brewing a major directional move. The outcome depends on the resolution of the security incident and overall risk sentiment. Satoshi Nakamoto Briefing 2026-04-07. Who holds the most BTC? Arkham Research. Arkham's 2026 research on BTC holdings continues the discussion on whether addresses/groups linked to Satoshi still wield the greatest influence. Quantum threats re-emerge. Bloomberg highlighted that the evolution of quantum computing poses long-term risks to the crypto system, making Satoshi's holdings a potential target. The focus is on moving toward post-quantum cryptography. Community commemoration. MSN users celebrated the 17th anniversary of Hal Finney's early Bitcoin post, reinforcing the collective memory of the network's enlightenment phase. Cultural symbols. Soul Retriever. The Satoshi Nakamoto X-Fans era collaboration reflects the expansion of the Satoshi symbol into pop culture and consumer products. Market tracking. Binance real-time Satoshi Detroit charts on Binance reflect ongoing trading interest in Satoshi-named assets. Vitalik Buterin Briefing 2026-04-07. Private and Secure AI. Vitalik introduced ideas for private AI deployment, focusing on isolating sensitive information and maintaining auditability. Skepticism toward AI agents for crypto payments. He expressed a less optimistic view on whether AI agents are ready for crypto payments, citing hurdles in stability, compliance, and user experience. April Fool's Memecoin cleanup. Reports suggest Vitalik participated in cleaning up memecoins during April Fool's, signaling a focus on ecosystem health and denoising the market. Strong stance on ETH. Vitalik used firm language, e.g., they cannot succeed, regarding certain ecosystem challenges, reaffirming his confidence in Ethereum's technical roadmap. Changping Zhao, CZ, Briefing 2026-04-07. Binance vs. Solana. CZ explained the strategic differences between Binance and Solana regarding memecoins, focusing on differing understandings of liquidity and operational tactics. Quantum risks. CZ noted that encryption is always easier than decryption, suggesting the industry can withstand quantum challenges through technical evolution. Compliance personnel changes. Reports from Payments.com indicate a wave of departures among senior compliance staff at Binance, which may impact future regulatory responses. Brian Armstrong, Coinbase, Briefing 2026-04-07. Quantum defense. Armstrong pledged personal oversight of Bitcoin's quantum threat defense strategies to future-proof core security. Listing risks. He highlighted legal risks in token listings as a critical variable in the context of ongoing exchange litigation. Internal VC and innovation. Armstrong supports Coinbase's internal venture capital model to accelerate the incubation of ideas and improve resource allocation. Gavin Wood / Polkadot Briefing 2026-04-07. DOT market sentiment. DOT has seen a massive retracement, falling approximately 97% from its all-time high to around $1.24, reflecting a demand for greater certainty in ecosystem growth. Long-term predictions. Despite short-term pressure, market forecasts for 2026 to 2032 continue to be published, focusing on ecosystem improvement and valuation recovery. Responsive pricing. Discussions on Ethereum L2 scaling emphasize responsive pricing, a metric that directly impacts the competitive landscape for multi-chain ecosystems like Polkadot. Joseph Lubin / Consensus Briefing 2026-04-07. 100x ETH expectation. Lubin expressed an optimistic outlook, suggesting ETH has the potential for a 100x rally, bolstering long-term growth narratives. Transaction milestones. As Solana hits 10 billion transactions, Ethereum is noted for reaching the 200 million milestone in specific metrics, reflecting an accelerating race for user activity. SharpLink Dynamics. SharpLink is migrating its internal ETH processing to save costs, though this has raised concerns regarding execution risks. The company reportedly generated $28 million in revenue with holdings of 868,699 ETH. Jihan Wu / Bitdeer Briefing 2026-04-07. AI transformation. Bitdeer Technologies stock rose significantly following news of a bold AI transformation. Investors are reacting positively to the company seeking a new growth curve beyond traditional mining. Nick Szabo Briefing 2026-04-07. Quantum Risk in ETFs. Morgan Stanley's Bitcoin ETF, MSBT, prospectus now lists quantum computing as an emerging risk, signaling that mainstream finance is beginning to systematically evaluate long-term cryptographic threats. Historical narrative. Szabo continues to be cited as a foundational figure in the How Crypto Was Created narrative, bridging early theoretical exploration with functional systems. Andreas M. Antonopoulos Briefing 2026-04-07. The Internet of Money. His work continues to frame Bitcoin as a financial internet rather than just a payment tool. Critique of maximalism. Antonopoulos argued that Bitcoin maximalism is unhealthy, as it limits the understanding of broader innovation and regulatory realities. Embracing uncertainty, he maintains that he does not know what happens next, highlighting the complex interplay of policy, adoption, and technology.